There are three ways to find a common denominator. The first way is to see if the smaller denominator can go into the larger one. If it works, use this larger number as your denominator. So in this example, we've got 3/4 and 2/8. Ask yourself, does 4 go into 8? Yes, it does. We could multiply 4 by 2 to get 8. So we're going to go ahead and use 8 as our common denominators. Now this one, 2/8, is still 2/8. Nothing changes. Down here, though, we said we need to multiply by 2 to make it fair. We have to do the same to the top. 3 times 2 is 6. And now we can go ahead and add because we have common denominators. 6 plus 2 is 8. It's still 8, so 8/8. We don't leave it this way, though. We should always make it proper. So 8/8 is the same as 1 whole. I mentioned there's three ways to find a common denominator. A second way is to multiply the two denominators. So 2 times 3 is 6. We'll use 6 as our common denominator. Now this time I changed the denominator. So I changed it by multiplying by 2. So to make it fair, I have to do the same to the top. The numerator, 1 times 2 is 2. Down here, we changed it by multiplying by 3. So to make it fair, we do the same to the top. 1 times 3 is 3. Now I can go ahead and add them. 3/6 plus 2/6 is 5/6. Doesn't reduce. There's my answer. The third way is to look for what we call the smallest common multiple, or also called least common multiple, or LCM. Ask yourself, what is the smallest number they both will go into? I like to count by the bigger numbers. 8. 6 doesn't go into 8. 8 times 2 is 16. Does 6 go into 16? No. 3 times 8 would be 24. Does 6 go into 24? Sure. So we're going to use 24 as our common denominator. It's the first number we could find that they both go into. And again, we change the 8. To change the 8 to 24, you'd multiply by 3, which means you have to do the same to the top. Keep it fair. 3 times 3 is 9. Down here, we changed by multiplying. To get 6 to become 24, you'd have to multiply by 4. So the same to the top, make it fair. 1 times 4 is 4. And now we go ahead and add. 9 plus 4 is 13 over 24. It does not reduce. So there is our answer. And those are the three ways to find a common denominator.